And funny thing is, you realize that when you grow older, you are the secret Santa.
Hey, yeah, we'll talk about all of that. We'll talk about all of that today. We'll
So
talk
I
about
don't
all of
ask me
that.
how I'm doing, I will
No,
tell you.
yes, no, I didn't say you should preach to me yet. We don't want to. We're going to dive into all of it. Let's welcome the people. I know. Let's welcome the people back into the podcast. Welcome everyone to another session of Scatteryan. Hope you're having a beautiful and fantastic day. You already know Scatteryan. We talk about how society affects people's behavior. I'm your guy Toves, and as you can already see, we've got Nelson, the Pizzle in the building. Nelson,
You know what it
hopefully you're
is?
doing great.
I'm doing great. Always great to see you guys.
Yeah. Yes. It's been a fantastic year. We're going to do an end of the year episode together, obviously, and then we'll do some little reminiscing. But before then, there's a quick Christmas episode because it's Christmas before end of the year, isn't it? So we're going to be talking about Christmas here, some traditions, and just cut a yarn about Christmas. There's no particular theme in this one, just vibes and vibes and vibes. So Nelson, you're already talking about how, being an adult, there is no, you are the secret Santa. No, or basically you're the Santa Claus. There's not even secret Santa for other people, but generally you are the Santa Claus. Me and you are Nigerians.
Yeah.
Did we ever believe in Santa Claus? Because I know I never believed in Santa Claus. I know people in the West, they all try to preserve the mythology of Santa Claus. Did you ever? Because my household is different from your household. Let me not generalize. Did they ever tell me about Santa Claus and Father Christmas? Because for me, Father Christmas was just, at the end of the school, you go and take pictures, and it's like take picture. They give you a nylon bag with rice and one tiny meat. That's the only thing we know about Father Christmas. What about you?
So for me, I grew up with a little bit of privilege. So yeah, it gave me
So now we be less privileged. Okay.
Yes, it's like that. Yes, it's got to its point.
No, yeah, I'll accept it.
So growing up, my parents had a school, like a primary school, where every Christmas they do a Christmas party for the students, and most of the preparation is done in my house. Do you understand?
Okay.
Not mostly, but majority of it, which includes Santa getting dressed up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so some of these things. Let me just say, in plain terms, I thought I believed wrestling was real, and Santa wasn't growing up.
Fair enough.
Was in primary six. I now realized that even wrestling is not real, and that broke my heart. Unlike when it's the same way child feels when you realize no Santa is not real. Same way that's when I realized wrestling is real. But Santa has always been a costume to me, right? Yes.
Yeah, I can see how you're very, very privileged because for me, wrestling was not real to me when I was like 17 years old. So I was thinking it was real for a very, very long time. I believed all the hype until I was around 17.
I knew that in promises.
Yeah. Thanks. Yes, you don't have to shit on me. Well, thank you very much. But anyways, man, even though we don't believe in Santa, I think majority of Nigerians as well. I don't know. There are some people that are more privileged than Nelson as well. We know all of the different social
So another
strata.
thing I want to add is
Yes.
what we as Africans feel to realize that
You can't say Africans. We don't know all the African countries.
sorry. So if I say Africans, I'm speaking for myself.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
the
entire continent.
The entire continent. So I'm speaking for the both of us. What we feel to realize is that as Africans, we have bastardized our culture to the point where we even embrace the Western masquerade.
Yeah, but no Santa Claus though. We didn't embrace that
So
one.
Santa Claus, to me, Santa Claus is the Western
Because we didn't even know Santa Claus. We know Father Christmas. We know Father Christmas, not Santa Claus.
I didn't know. It's not.
Yeah, but I'm saying like as children, as adults, we grew up to know that okay, Santa is Father Christmas. But Father Christmas is that guy that gives you those. Like I said, for me, it's like at the end of the school year, there's a celebration. Father Christmas come with the bag, gives like presents. We didn't know him as Santa Claus.
For the sake of this podcast, I'm not going to digress and go into details why I said it's a, it's a, it's a masquerade for the Western world. Because
Hmm.
if you look at it, well, let me just, you know, give you a
Jiggy Jagger.
glimpse of, yeah, Jiggy Jaga of who's my head. So if you look at it, what are you celebrating when you say Father Christmas? You're celebrating Christmas. What is Christmas? Christmas is not necessarily the end of the year. Christmas is the Christian holiday. That's it's the celebration of Christ, the birth of Christ.
But if you want to even go deeper, it's not even the celebration of Christ because actually it's a pagan holiday that was
It's a
co-opted.
pagan holiday. It was pagan,
Yeah.
an Egyptian holiday.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's an Egyptian holiday, and I can't blame Christians because nobody really knew when the exact date because there were no calendars when Jesus was born. It was just
Hmm.
it was a space of time. If we actually want to go, Jesus was probably born mid-year, like Easter period or something.
Yeah, I had something like October or something like that, but
Yeah,
it was
like
not done
yeah.
initial
So
research.
so
But yeah.
so we're not going deep into it. So, but if we
Hmm.
did, realize that this is Western culture.
Hmm.
It was imbibed us through what's the word now? The bringing of their religion, which is also a culture. But we
Hmm.
are not going that line. So let's just
No,
say
not today.
we are not today. So what I'm saying is we now as children that grew up in Nigeria, even with the privilege, I somewhat hear my masquerades
Hmm.
that I hear Santa. Like I somewhat feel the masquerades are kind of realer than Santa is.
Well,
Because
Santa not a bit person now. For that Christmas, not a bit person. Masquerade. And you was walking around with cane. You know, what about the other one where you say, well, if you women come outside? Exactly. So obviously, as children, we go fear because nobody won't beat anybody. You don't
do
want to
you
be
get
beaten.
so
Sorry, I'm speaking
this
too
I
much
just
pidgin, guys. I'll change to plain English.
so
Sorry, apologies.
so this I just said my mom told me this story growing up that there
Yeah.
was a masquerade in our village that
Mm-hmm.
you had to kill a ghost before
Mm-hmm.
you wear the costume.
Mm.
And if even after they take out the costume, you see the costume literally dripping, like it's
Yeah.
just without nobody wearing it. So even you as the chief priest of that culture, you have to kill a
Mm.
goat to wear that and share blood on it and whatnot. So the reality that these things will be deeper than somebody wearing red and white. Do you get?
Mm.
So
Of which, again, if you want to even go deeper, the red and white is not the real color. The actual color was green and white, but Coca-Cola wanted to do a massive campaign, so they made it red to match their branding color. So that's why Coca-Cola is synonymous with Christmas time. But let's park that one to the side. I just want to say, so basically, what we have established so far in Nigeria, we did not really grow up with Santa Claus. I don't know about the new generation of children that have imbibed the Western culture. But
no,
what if I
no.
told you that,
To be fair, we
yeah,
did grow up with it because
we, again,
every Christmas I look forward to seeing Santa in the grotto, even though the gifts that Santa was going to share in the grotto was packed
mm,
by my mom. Like I saw a pack of gifts for other
fair
students who are
enough.
my mates. So
Mm.
I still looked forward to it. It was glorious. Like
Yeah, I was
all the
even going to
different
ask that, but for me, I didn't buy the old Santa Claus thing because it's just the end of the year, and it was like I said, it was just like one tiny bag of rice with tiny meat. I was not looking forward to that.
sorry to cut you
I was
short.
more looking forward to
You know that that bag of rice, another reason why it's not real to us as Nigerians is because see that bag of rice like we were talking
yeah.
about.
We saw them cook
You
it.
paid for no, not that you paid for it. It's your end of the year party money. So
Exactly.
in mentally, you feel
Mm-hmm.
like you're just it's a give back to what you
Mm-hmm.
are giving. And in the Western world, it's not like that. You just write your list and go and sleep. And
Mm.
that is going through all, you know. Hey, I know you miss your mom and I know you miss your dad. And I'm going and trying to get to the life that I never had. That's Eminem from Mockingbird.
Okay, cool story. So I was also saying, as I was saying before you brought in your hip hop culture, I was saying about like a lot of us we knew Father Christmas, aka Santa Claus. If you want to say synonymous, okay, no problem, that's fine. But the only thing I was looking forward to at Christmas was as kids we used to like enjoy going to our uncles and aunties and neighbors and those people else because Christmas time they give children money. So I was actually looking
Everybody was
forward
happy.
to. I was looking forward to that. And when we became teenagers, they no longer give us money anymore because you're older now. But when we were children, they'll give us a little 5 naira a year, a little 10 naira a year. So I was actually looking forward more to that than to the actual day of Christmas because obviously you just go to church in the morning, we come back, we eat rice, and then everybody go and do their own thing, right? Did you have any Christmas tradition growing up?
But yeah,
What you did?
same as you now. Go to church, after church. Sometimes before we go to church, mom's already out trying to cook, still one or two things, set it up. So when we are back in the church, everybody is just eating, just gets late. That time it was my duty to chop the vegetables, salad and whatnot. So and what I love chopping the most was what's this thing called? Gizzard and the other liver
Never,
because
yeah.
that way, yeah, you can just
Mm-hmm.
now when you walk to
Yeah.
the shop.
Munch, munch. Yeah.
Yeah, the most part, so that was my responsibility growing up then. Same as all these gifts, financial gifts from uncles, from aunties. And that was the only time my dad actually was free to let us go and stay with his brother just to like 1 week come back home. So all that freedom that comes with the celebration and some everybody's happy. Then another thing is I love the weather. I tell you what,
Mm.
growing up now I realize the weather was part of the reason why I love the season. Because for me, Amazon is one of my best
Because it's
seasons.
quite cooler
It's
ish.
cooler and it's
Yeah.
drier.
Mm.
So I do not mind. I never worry about having a running nose. So it's
Mm.
just
Well, that
free.
was the part of
Eh,
Nigeria that you lived. I didn't look like Hamatan growing up. So
I could about
you're in my city now, so you know how what
so
Hamatan is. Hamatan here and Hamatan
your
growing up is
Hamatan is
different.
yeah, it's because right now it's so sunny. But
Mm-hmm.
the beauty of the sun is no matter how hot it is, you probably will not sweat.
Mm.
From the Abuja culture, it is
Mm.
very sunny in the afternoon, very hot, but you won't sweat. Then it's cold in the morning, cold at
Mm.
night, and the
Yeah.
countries love that. So it's a
Yeah.
great season if you look at it.
Mm. Fair enough. So let's look at quickly some cultures from around the world, and I want to see your own take on this, right? So, for
Yes.
example, in Norway, on
Yeah,
Christmas Eve, 24th, Christmas Eve, they hide
yeah.
all of the brooms in their house to prevent witches from stealing the brooms. What do you think about that? What's your reaction?
Okay. So, did they really hide the brooms?
Yes, they do. Like it's part of the whole celebration of like preparation for Christmas. They hide all the
So,
brooms so that witches will not come and steal the broom and
so,
fly away
so
with the broom.
okay. So, wait now, because the thing is, what type of broom?
Like anything broom. Like broom
Because,
is not like our,
okay,
our it's not
what's
like our
our
kind
type
of
of
broom
broom?
of
Yeah,
no, like
what's our type of
that's
broom? Which is can
the
fly with?
brooming the brooming cartoon now with stick and thing at the end. Yeah, that kind of
Uh,
broom.
that type of broom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because the
So they
broom
hide it
I'm
so
used to,
witches.
broom I'm used to is more of a weapon. You know, you
Hmm.
must keep it inside so that I can beat the witches. Like if you
Fair
have evil
enough.
spirits, they flog you with a broom. Actually,
Hmm.
select if you were good than testify. Why they pray for me, it's flog you with drums and let the evil spirits go. So where
Hmm.
I come from, we use drums to pursue the demon.
Okay. What if I also told you that in a similar way, in terms of like witches writing in Italy, on
Yeah.
January 6th, around culture, a kind witch delivers gifts on January the 6th. Basically, their own Christmas extends to January, not just on like December 25th. So a witch
So
delivers gifts for them on January 6th. That is their tradition.
is this what they tell you?
Yes. Obviously, they will see anybody that's coming to deliver has been from a kind witch, for example. Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
I don't know
What
what
are
to
you
say.
thinking?
I'm lost. I really don't know what sticks in your heart.
Hmm.
I didn't even know their kind.
Because our why? Because our understanding of witches are different, right?
You get, I didn't know their kind which is it's either they're sucking your blood or, or they're sucking your blood. Like,
Hmm.
I know a lot of
Fair enough.
witches.
And also, like in Mexico, their Christmas starts from like December 16th to December 24th, and they're doing a 9 day celebration. And they mostly try to reenact when Mary and Joseph were looking for a place in the inn. So they use those 9 days to try to react, like act,
Are you serious?
ponder on that. Yeah,
That makes sense.
that looks like
I
that
like
sounds
that.
like fun, no?
That sounds like fun because for 9 days, the 9 day celebration is something to do.
Hmm.
Partying all day, carnivals. Where did you say they do this?
That's Mexico. In
Oh,
Mexico.
Mexico. It sounds like something they will do in Brazil too.
Yeah, I think that I had something on Brazil. I had something on Brazil. In Brazil, no,
Like
Brazil,
I,
it's just more like fireworks and nativity scenes, just like Christmas drama and
I can
Christmas
imagine.
play
I
and
can
things like
imagine
that.
that. I can just imagine that. What's it called? The ceremony in Mexico for 9 days. There's going to be like a ceasefire, like all the cartels will be shooting in that period.
Hmm.
No gunshots.
Well, I cannot confirm nor deny that, so I'll just leave that one to the side. Okay. But
You don't know any cartel
no,
can
no,
put
no.
up.
The only cartel I know is economics cartel when businesses come together form a group. I don't know
Like
any
hotel.
gun shooting. Um, I don't know any gun shooting type of cartels or ceasefires. But
All right.
yeah, what was your favorite food in on Christmas Day? Your favorite food? I know in Nigeria we don't always eat turkey, but you said you're privileged, so maybe you're eating turkey. Also, it's mostly chicken, chicken and jollof rice and fried rice and white. All the rice is, to be fair, jollof fried
All
rice
the rice, all
is
the rice.
white. We have them. What's your favorite one?
So I think my sleep used to be a salad because of the cream. And
Mm.
growing up, I didn't like fried rice because of the
Mm.
veggies. So
Oh.
the salad that I'm talking about is not even salad, it's coleslaw. It's not salad. It's just
Mm.
coleslaw. And a lot of cream. It's rough rice. And yeah, definitely plantain, salad, then whatever protein. So that period, because of our reasons, you're entitled to as many protein as you want. You can do with whatever it is you want.
Okay.
So
What is the
yeah,
weirdest food, like weirdest, not in terms of a negative sense, that you've heard people eat on Christmas Day?
at least I really do. I really do. Because for me, it was rice in the morning, then pounded yam in the evening. So I did not know which exactly. Um,
No, not just you, like in general, like you're hearing like what people eat, different people across the world.
um, okay, I don't know.
Okay. What if I told you that in Japan, they don't really celebrate Christmas, but that evening, all of them eat KFC? Like, because there was a KFC campaign in the 70s that basically made KFC synonymous with Christmas. So now in Japan on Christmas Day, everyone has a bucket of KFC. I know in South Africa as well on Christmas Day they have like barbecues because it's the summer, like proper barbecue and eating braai, aka suya. We call it suya, they call it braai. They have all of that and wine and parties. In Nigeria, we obviously lots of chicken, lots of turkey for the privileged like Nelson. They have all of those kind of ones. If there is a culture from the West, apart from like hiding brooms or kissing under the mistletoe or like putting gifts in stockings, that if you're a good kid, you get gifts. If you're a bad kid, you get coal. Like if you could keep one of those Christmas traditions, or even just eating KFC, whichever one, right? If you could keep one of those Christmas traditions, which one would you adopt?
Please take us to Mexico. Let us celebrate for 9 days, different events every day. Let's be on holiday. I shouldn't be at work right now. Nice, really
Yeah, so
well.
I think that's what you're going to be saying.
You get me? Let us celebrate for 9 days because it's our Master Jesus we're celebrating. I mean, 9 days.
Fair enough, fair enough. So let's round up with some would you rather, two or three different would you rather. So Nelson, I'm going to say, would you rather hide all the brooms in your house on Christmas Eve to prevent witches from stealing them, or decorate your house with elaborate light displays?
So I'll decorate my house with elaborate light displays because where I come from, if the witch know what thing they do, they go see the door.
So you
So
carry the
where there is
witch.
light, darkness
Mm.
cannot stay.
Okay, I see. No worries then. Second, would you rather question? Would you rather celebrate Christmas in January or in December?
I would rather celebrate Christmas from 25, 26, 27,
That
28,
is not the
29,
question. The focus on the
30,
question. That's why people
31.
used to fail exam. They ask you question, you are giving me your own answer. I say, would you rather celebrate Christmas in January or December?
So my answer answers you because I just realized what they do in Mexico. If you count 25th of December to January 2nd, you're probably going to be around 9 days.
No, but they celebrate from 16 to 24.
Good. So me now, to answer your question, I want to celebrate from 25th to 2nd or 3rd. And I want everybody to be wishing Merry Christmas and Happy New Year until the 3rd day of 2025, January. If you love me,
Right.
not.
Anyways, please, which one would you rather do? I beg, serious question. Would you rather celebrate Christmas in December or in January? And then the final would you rather question. Would you rather be Santa Claus would you rather be Santa Claus, a real Santa Claus that delivers gifts to children, or a Santa Claus that nobody believes in?
I've been a Santa Claus that people knew who was behind the costume.
That's not
So
the question. Which one would you rather be,
I would
please?
rather be a Santa Claus that people believe is truth. Because one time, I my sister had she had a date with a crutch, and she wanted to do something for the children. So I was the Santa Claus. I wore the costume. I have pictures. If you want to see the pictures, comments. I'll send it to you personally. So I'm talking to our fans now, not you. My niece and nephew, they weren't there when I wore the costume. But when they heard me say, they said, that's Uncle Daniel. That is Uncle Sammy. Yeah, so I'd rather be in Santa Claus. People believe. Thank
Okay.
you.
Fair enough. So basically, this episode we've talked about some Christmas traditions, especially our own Christmas tradition, as well as some around the world. There's so much more. If yours was not spoken about, please let us know in the comment section below. I know that in America there's all this elaborate light display. I know that in Ethiopia they celebrate their Christmas on January 7th instead of December. Things like that. So feel free to share and spread the love as well in Christmas from us at Katayan Podcast, myself, Dr. Toves, and from Nelson, we say Merry Christmas to everyone celebrating. Enjoy, eat moderately, and remember that not everyone is privileged. Also, share to the non-privileged as well. Okay, until the next time, stay safe, stay curious, ask lots of questions, and use your brain. SCFA.